Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Okay, thank you for joining our class, our session this morning. Okay, today is 18th of June, 2020, Thursday. So we will have our session around, okay, 45 to 1, 45 minutes to 1 hour. All right. Okay. And again, I'm not sure. Okay, whether the audio is good. Okay, please say something in the live chat. Okay. So our topic for today's class is how to improve your listening comprehension. So this is week 13. Okay. Next week will be, of course, week 14, and that will be the end of the semester. So I know that everyone now is really, really busy, okay, with your assignments, your presentations, your tests, your quizzes, and so on. So that's life, okay, as a student. Okay, we have to, you know, brace for it. Okay, we have to, okay, that's our responsibility as students. All right. So anyway, okay, all the best for these coming weeks. Okay, and then you will have your final exams. Okay, right. But good news. Okay, our course does not have final exam except for the last one that we will have next week. Okay, that will be the last assessment. Okay, will be on the reading and listening test. So I will talk about it, okay, at the end of this session. So please stay tuned. Okay, don't go away. Okay, and also please invite the others. Okay, our classmates to join us. So far we have around 15 students online. Okay, and okay, we have, okay, let me check first. Okay, who are here already? Okay, Hairul Anam. Okay, very early before 9. Okay, he was here. Okay, thank you. Okay, Muayyad. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Okay, Waalaikumsalam. Okay, then we have Munjan. Good morning. Okay, Nishan. Good morning. Okay, then we have Sulaiman here. Akila. We have who else? Okay, Liu. Okay, we have Danish. We have, who is this? Okay, let me make it big. Not sure. Cannot really read. Okay, what is that? Okay. Then we have Nabil. Okay. We have, oh, Karim. Okay, Karim. But the spelling is not really okay. It doesn't show Karim there. Okay. Okay, we have Shafiq. All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining this session. So, so our topic for today's class is how to improve your listening comprehension. Okay, good morning, Ismail. All right, and I will share you with my presentation. Okay, uh, not many slides actually. I think around 8 or 9 slides. Okay, so it will be a short one, and then we are going to talk about the reading and listening test next week. All right. Okay, so I guess we can start now, right? Okay, so I will share with you, okay, on this slide. And for today's topic, okay, there is also one practice in which you can uh, do, and I already posted that in Author. So please log into Author, okay, log into Author and do the practice, okay. There'll be some audio uh, text in which you have to listen to. Okay, it is in the Google form. Okay, and once you submit, okay, you will straight away get the results. Okay, the marks. But it is a practice, so it won't be counted as your final mark. All right. Okay. So let's talk about how do we improve our listening comprehension. Okay, listening comprehension, especially if we are taking a new language. Okay, a new language, uh, any language actually. It could be English. Okay, it could be Arabic. It could be French, Spanish, Mandarin, Japanese, and so on. Okay, so these are some of the tips that I would like to share. Okay, so that we can master the language. Okay, how many tips that I'm going to share? Okay, there will be 7 tips. Okay, 7 tips. Okay, okay. Tip number one is choosing comprehensible input. Input that you are familiar with. Okay, input that you can materials that you can understand in terms of the content. Right? So I will explain more after this. Okay, tip number two, listen to what you enjoy in terms of subject matter. For example, if you like to know more about COVID-19, so you find some materials talking about COVID-19. Okay, you like sports, for example. Okay, EPL, for example. So you try to find materials, okay, that discuss EPL. Okay, but it is in audio. It could be in video because video is also you can listen to, right? Okay, and use the materials in which it is in the target language. Target language here means that, okay, if you are learning, okay, if you are learning French, for example, try to get materials in French. Okay, so that is listen to what you enjoy in terms of the subject matter. All right. Number three is focus on the big picture, not small details. Okay. Uh, the overall. Okay. Don't try to listen to every single word that you listen to. Okay. You will get frustrated because you will notice that there are so many words that you could not understand. All right. Okay. Number four, listen and re-listen at different speeds. Okay. So I'm not sure. Okay. The pace that I'm speaking right now. Okay. But perhaps, okay, the language that I'm using that is English. Okay, this is something familiar for you. Okay, so you can catch up with the speed. Okay, but perhaps, okay, if Mat Saleh speaking in English right now, okay, you might have some problems understanding, okay, the conversation because of the speed. Okay, I will explain later on. Okay, number five, take notes. Okay, jot down. Okay, write down what you listen, okay, so that we listen actively, we learn actively by taking notes, okay. And then vary your listening routine, okay, different situations, okay, uh, listening while doing other activities, okay, for example, jogging, cycling, cooking, okay, and at the same time we listen, okay. And of course, number 7 will be patient, okay. Be patient. You cannot master a language with, okay, overnight. It will take time, right? So I will also explain more about all these 7 tips that I am presenting to you today. So please be patient, okay, with me today, okay, and okay, listen to my explanation. If you have anything to ask, if you have any questions, comments, your own experience you want to share, please don't hesitate to put in the chat section over there. All right. Okay. Let's move on to tip number 1. Choose comprehensible input. Okay. So here, as I mentioned just now, okay, we select materials that we have some knowledge of. Okay. Something that we are familiar with. Okay. Choose content that you have some knowledge. Okay. So for example, let's say you have little, okay, some knowledge, okay, not much, okay, but you have some background knowledge on law, for example, then you can choose that, okay. So choose something that you, yeah, have some background knowledge. Okay, why we need to choose this one? Okay, listening is, what do I say? Okay, uh, when we listen to, okay, it is not only about our using our ears, okay, but it is the process, okay, the process of interpreting, okay, understanding the sounds, okay, understanding the sounds. All right. So what we have here is, okay, let's say it is in a situation in which we are listening, okay, uh, it involves some brain activities, okay, brain activities, okay. So there are two types of, okay, there is a difference between listening and hearing, okay. Listening and hearing. Hearing is, okay, you can hear all sorts of sounds around us, okay. For example, a conditioner, cars moving outside, okay, people chatting, okay. But in that process of hearing, actually we don't really aware, okay, we are not okay, we don't think about it, okay, we don't think about it, okay. It is, they're just sounds, okay, that just sounds, okay, because we cannot stop, okay, we cannot choose, right, okay. They are coming, sounds are coming, okay, but whether we interpret on that, okay, it will differentiate between hearing and listening. But once we start to think about the sound, okay, for example, okay, I'm talking about the sound of cars, for example, okay, vroom, okay, then wow, that must be Ferrari, okay. So once we do that, meaning we start to listen, because listening is something that we try to interpret the message, okay. So by the sound of the car, then we can identify, oh, that was a Ferrari, huh? Okay, so that was listening. Okay, so back to this comprehensible input just now. Okay, let's say you listen to a text in which the content is very, very new, okay, you don't have any knowledge about it, okay, then the challenge is for you to understand the content, because when you listen, you try to interpret the content, and then there are some activities of relating what you hear to what you have previously, your knowledge. All right, your knowledge, previous knowledge. So if you have zero knowledge about that, okay, your brain is working very hard to get some connection, okay, and trying to understand the text, the audio. All right, okay. So meaning we have double tasks, okay. We have double the task for our brain. One is understanding the language. Number two is understanding the content. Okay, in terms of language, okay, when okay, especially it is a new language, okay, something that is new. Okay, sometimes we cannot differentiate. Okay, for example, if you are not familiar at all with Spanish, okay, with Spanish, okay, Spanish language, for example, when the people speak in Spanish, okay, we do not know, okay, which we cannot break down the words. Okay, we cannot break down the words, and sounds, combination of sounds, okay, will create words, and combination of words will create sentences. So you do not know, okay, where does the sentence starts, okay, where does the sentence end. Okay, so our brain will process that and trying to identify, okay, this is a word, this is a word, this is another word, this is another word. Oh, this is a full sentence, right? Okay, so imagine in split seconds, actually, the process is very quick. Okay, very quick. So that's why, to eliminate that, okay, choose the input that you have some knowledge of as a start. Okay, so that is tip number one. Okay, so if you have any question, okay, don't forget to ask me. Okay, tip number two, listen to what you enjoy. Choose materials that are relevant and interesting to you as a person. Okay, you are interested in sports, you are interested in engineering, you are interested in cooking, for example. Okay, you are interested in baking. Okay, you are interested in how to. Okay, and so on. Okay, these are good materials to choose for, and choose the materials in the target language that you are trying to master. Okay, French or English. Okay, all right. So if you enjoy what you listen to, you will have more motivation to continue listening. So that is tip number two. Right. Okay. Tip number three. Remember, I have 7 tips just now. Okay, 7 tips. Okay, how we can improve our listening comprehension. Okay, focus on the big picture, not small details. That is tip number three. Okay, focus on the big picture, not small details. Meaning, when we are listening, try to look for the general idea or the general message. What is it all about? Okay, we can do that by listening for keywords. Okay, okay, and please do not try to understand each word you listen to. Okay, so that is those are the small details. Okay, we don't have to, okay, understand every single word. There are main keywords that we can identify. Okay, focus on those big picture. The what is the general idea, the general message. All right, because okay, uh, the same as when we take notes later on. Okay, don't try to write down, okay, or jot down every single word that you listen to. Okay, right. Language consists of words, vocabulary, Okay, and there are thousands of words, vocabulary, and it is quite impossible for us to know and understand all these words. Even in Bahasa Melayu, okay, my native language is Bahasa Melayu. Okay, Bahasa Melayu. There are words in which I could not understand, okay, as a word, okay. Sometimes, okay, when I go to their Bahasa and Pustaka, for example, and I follow their Twitter account, for example, they introduce new words. But these new words for me, but those words have already existed long time ago. Okay, but not everybody is using those words. So, of course, okay, we have some problems understanding. But these words that we don't understand, perhaps, okay, we can try to guess the meaning through context, through the whole sentence, or through the content. Okay, the general message just now, we can try to relate. Oh, I think this word means this. That is intelligent guessing. Okay, intelligent guessing. All right. Next, number 4 out of 7 tips. Listen and re-listen at different speeds. Okay. So usually when we have audios or videos, okay, in the target language, most probably that we are going to listen to native speakers. Native speakers, those who were born, okay, and are able to speak, okay, that the language is their first language. For example, I'm a native speaker of Bahasa Melayu. Okay, a native speaker. Okay, perhaps, okay, Moayat is a native speaker of Arabic, for example, native speaker. All right. So usually native speakers, they speak normal speed actually. Okay, they speak in a normal speed. But for us, okay, as a second or third language learner, okay, that will be very, very, okay, the speed is something is very fast, okay, in which we cannot catch up every single word or sentence that the person is uttering. Okay, so native speakers speak so quickly and so fast. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, okay, language, okay, we have to identify single word, okay, the sounds, okay, combination of sounds, for example, okay, will form a word. Okay, a word. So for example, let's say uh, the word different, for example, the word is different. Okay, what sounds are involved there, okay, in creating the word different. Okay, the sounds will be the, e, and then f, r, and then n, and there's a silent, okay, t, difference. All right. So these many sounds, they are combined in a very quick, okay, the process is very, very quick, and what we will hear is the word different. Okay, if you are able to identify that, okay, there's no problem with us. But most of the time when we are learning, okay, new language, okay, and the native speakers, okay, speak very quickly, okay, it is difficult for us to break down the single word listen and re-listen at different speeds. Okay, those are how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, words. Okay, but in a manner of, okay, within seconds. Okay, 1 second, listen and re-listen at different speeds. Okay, 1 second. Okay, those 5 words can be uttered by a native speaker. Okay, so it is very difficult to break down the sounds. So if you have the opportunity, it's very good that if you have the opportunity, the chance to speak to native speakers, right? Because yeah, original, authentic. So we can ask them, okay, excuse me, I'm a new learner in this language. Can you speak slowly, please? Okay. So we are asking them to slow down in terms of speed. All right. But it is, yeah, okay. Sometimes we have the opportunity. For example, if you have your friends here, you want to learn Arabic, okay. You want to learn from Muayyad, for example. Muayyad, okay. I guess Muayyad, okay. Your language is, the first language is Arabic, right? Okay. So you learn from him Arabic and tell him that, okay, Muayyad, please slow down a little bit. Okay. You are going too fast. Right. Okay. But most of the time, okay, we don't have the luxury to meet the native speakers. Okay. But we have the materials in the recorded format. It could be video, it could be audio. Okay. So what we can do is, if it is recorded, play it back at a variety of speed. Okay. For example, 0.25 times speed or 0.5 times speed. So it is much slower, easier for us to understand the words. We are able to break down the different words, the different sentences. Okay. You know, where does one sentence start and where does it end, and then continue with another sentence, right? So but when once you have mastered that, okay, you can increase, okay, to the normal speed and then listen to the native speakers more and more and more. All right. And once you have done that, okay, you have acquired that ability, okay, perhaps you can have the different variation of language. For example, in English, we have varieties of English. Okay, we have Malaysian English, we have Indian English, we have Chinese English. Okay, we have American English, we have British English, we have Australian English, and so on. So try to get to different, okay, to different varieties of language. Okay, how different group of people use the language, okay, differently, especially they have slang, accent, and everything. Okay, if you listen to Australian English, okay, it might be different because you are so used to American English. Try to listen to to Australian English. All right, at first you will have problems understanding, okay, the language. Okay, right. I still remember my yeah, experience, not experience actually, when I was looking at some syllabus, okay, because I was asked to look for English for aeronautical students, okay, and these aeronautical students, they are required to take some sort of English test so that they can fly the planes. All right, and you know that the language used in all airports are actually English. But if you listen to English in, okay, from the in Japan, okay, in perhaps India, Russia, all over the world, okay, they have different types of English in terms of slang, accent, and everything. Okay, so we have to prepare our students to be able, if they are a pilot, okay, okay, and they fly a plane, they have to go to these airports and they have to try to understand those languages, although spoken in English, but with different, okay, varieties. All right. Okay. Next. Okay, taking notes. Learn actively by taking notes. Okay, write down the topic of the audio. Okay, if there are multiple speakers, okay, you have 2 or 3 speakers, write their names. Okay, and you can also label them. Okay, label them in terms of, okay, speaker number one, S1, speaker number two, S2, speaker number three, S3. Or you can identify, okay, you wrote down their names just now. Okay, you can make abbreviation. Okay, John, J. Okay, uh, Kelvin, C, for example. Okay, so you can have the label and jot down the gist of what each speaker says. Okay, what's the main content? Okay, main idea of that. Okay, don't write, okay, don't take note, okay, every single word that you listen to. You don't have the time, right? You don't have the time because speed of speaking is different from speed of writing. You cannot cope, okay, unless you are working in court. Okay, that's one in which the person is, or in parliament, for example, okay, in which you have to copy every single word being uttered. Okay, there's one job for that. Okay, there's one job. Very talented people. Okay, not many people can do that. Okay, they have skills in which they can listen and then they can write every single word they listen to. Okay, I know that two places. One is in the parliament, okay, and another one is in the court. During trial, okay, that person has to write every single word uttered by the prosecutors, okay, by the defense teams. All right, every single word they cannot miss. Even if a person laugh, okay, they have to jot down the laugh. Ha 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 ha. Okay, right. But in normal situation, okay, we don't have to write everything. Okay, just take the keywords. Okay, the gist. Okay, go back to the tip number 3 or number 4 just now. Okay, focus on the big picture, not small details. Okay, and perhaps, okay, when you listen to, you frequently hear a word that you do not understand. Okay, what you can do is write it down, and then after that refer to the dictionary, or you can Google the meaning. You can see how it is pronounced. You can see how it is used for different situations. Okay, that is how we learn new vocabulary. Okay, that's one of the ways. Okay, and sometimes you find, okay, some interesting words or phrases, sentences. Okay, jot them down and try to practice. Okay, next time if you have the opportunity, use those words, those phrases, those expressions, okay, sentences in your own conversations. Okay, sometimes, okay, you will have some funny situations, okay, in which you use those expressions wrongly, but no problem. Okay, we can laugh at ourselves while learning. That's a good way to learn, actually. Don't be shy. Okay, number 6, vary your listening routine. Vary your listening routine, meaning, okay, if you want to listen to, okay, try it at while doing different activities. Okay, so try to listen, okay, as it is stated in the slide over there. Okay, try to listen to the target language at different places and times. Okay, different places. Okay, don't make it a compulsory. Oh, I have when I want to learn a language, okay, I must stay in my room or study room, for example. Okay, try to go outside, okay, while listening and so on. Okay, so listening while reading a transcript of the audio, it is also a good way in which we can have the transcript, the text written, printed, and then we listen, and then we try to read. Okay, this is good for pronunciation. Okay, and then you know that, oh, this word is actually pronounced like this one. Okay, uh while doing doing your laundry, for example, while cooking, while sweeping the floor. Okay, you have the, you know, your phone, you have your headphones and so on. Okay, you can put that. Okay, and while you're doing something, okay, you are playing, yeah, you are, okay, jogging, cycling, and so on. Okay, while you are commuting to and from campus, okay, for example, you are taking bus to the mall, you are taking bus, okay, if you are coming back later on, okay, perhaps you will wait for the bus from College Kediaman Tun Fatimah. Okay, you want to go to Parit Raja, for example, or to Batu Pahat, to Batu, okay, BP Mall, okay, right, you miss those places, right? Okay, and you have your phone, smartphone. That is what smartphone is for. You can improve your listening, okay, by putting your earphone and listen to the target language. All right, okay. Another tip, okay, especially if you watch videos on YouTube, okay, okay, you go to the setting. There's one, we call it as caption. So you can turn on the caption while watching the video. This caption is actually not, okay, subtitle. For example, okay, the language is in in English, for example, but the subtitle is in Bahasa Melayu. No, okay. That is that is also possible if you want to to learn a new language actually. All right, but the caption that I meant here is that caption will be in the same language as the person speaks. Okay, YouTube now has supports, okay, many different languages for that. So you turn on the caption. So if it is in Spanish, then the words will come out in Spanish. All right. So that is another good reason. Okay, sorry, a good way to learn. Okay, video is very powerful tool to learn new language because you can see the expression. Okay, and at the same time you can hear the intonation, the pronunciation. All right, visual and audio, okay, will help us a lot in understanding a language. All right, okay. So six, vary your listening routine. So remember, I have only seven. So we have come to the last tip, that is be patient. Okay, be patient. Be patient. Why? Because learning language takes time. So do not rush. Take your time to learn. Okay, but if possible, put a time frame. Okay, put a time frame. For example, okay, I will make it compulsory. I will make it a habit that every 2 days I will listen to at least once audio material, or I will watch a video in that language, and I'm trying to understand the language. Okay, you have schedule. Okay, so listening skills take time to grow and develop. Okay, so it is not only listening skills, but listening skill is the most important. Okay, it is the first step if you want to understand or learn a new language, because we need to listen first, and then slowly we will be able to produce the language through spoken. And reading and writing is another set of skills. Okay, we are able to read. Okay, read and listen. They are passive, in which you are receiving, but in producing the language, okay, through spoken and also through writing. Okay, so be consistent. Practice if possible every day in that language. Okay, vary your contents. Okay, some academic contents, some leisure contents. Okay, entertainment. Okay, sometimes in music, right? Songs. Okay, sometimes, okay, you listen to news. Sometimes, okay, the different types of materials. Okay, and vary your activities in terms of, okay, how, when are you going to listen to that, okay, while you are cooking, while you are, okay, doing other things, so multitasking. All right, so you have any question? Okay, so far I've already, yeah, that's the last slide. Okay, that was the last slide, so very short. Okay, promise it just now. Okay, 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes, 43 minutes so far. Okay, right. But I'll take some more time, a few more minutes to explain to you about this reading test. All right. If you have any questions on the tips, please write it down there. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about reading and listening tests. Okay. Okay, the video will also be this video. Okay, now it is being recorded. Okay, as we say, okay, it is being recorded. All right. So when we end this session, I will put this video in our author so that if, okay, that people who are unable to join us today, okay, this morning, perhaps because of other things, okay, they can still watch this. And I suggest that you watch in YouTube, if possible. Okay, use the desktop version of YouTube, because all the conversation in the live chat will be played back over there. All right. Okay, yes, I'm going to talk about the test, reading test. Okay. Okay, reading and listening test, week 14. Okay, so this is how. Okay, we will stick to our class time that will be on Thursday morning. So perhaps, okay, yeah, I know your life, okay, 9 a.m. is too early for you, right? Too early for you. So I'll start the test at 9:30. Okay, 9:30. It will take about 1 hour. All right, and there'll be two parts for the test. One is the reading part. Okay, and you are advised to spend about 30 minutes for the reading test. Okay, the questions I cannot remember the question. I won't give you the question now, right? It is not fair. So you'll get the questions. Okay, but the format, okay, we will have I do not know how many passages. Okay, but I'm sure there will be at least one comprehension passage in which you will have to answer. Okay, give short answers actually for a few questions. So no answers provided, no ABC provided for you. Okay, and then perhaps there will be some illustrations. Okay, questions based on illustrations, graph, and so on. Okay, something like that. Okay, so you have to interpret the data. Okay, you have to read the data, and then there'll be a few questions. Okay, perhaps true or false, MCQ. Okay, fill in the blanks, and so on. Right. Okay. So very easy actually. Okay, and the second part will be uh, listening. Okay, listening. There will be a few audio texts in which you have to listen to. And for each audio text, okay, there will be a few questions. I can't remember, 3 or 4 questions each. Okay, and then you will have to answer those. Okay, whether there will be some MCQs, there will be some fill in the blanks. Okay, perhaps you need to change the words and so on. Okay, so it will be done through Google Form. Okay, Google Form. So I will share with you the question on Thursday next week, 9:30. By 10:30, you should submit your answers. All right? Okay. You exceed 10:30, most probably you would be able to submit. So zero for you. All right? Okay. So that okay. And then once after next week, okay, that's it. Okay, we are done for this semester. Okay, and please put this semester into your, history. Okay, your own experience, or at least you experience how you learn at home through distance learning, all the struggles. Okay, that will be good memory for you a few years from now, actually. Perhaps again now you feel that, oh, this is so stressful. So, okay, if possible, I want to delete 2020. No, you cannot. It is part of our life now. Okay, we have to, you know, continue. Okay, life goes on. All right. Okay. Any questions on this reading test and listening test? Okay, one paper. Okay, it is a combination. Okay, I don't make it a separate reading one test and then listening one test. It is continue. Okay, it is in one Google form. Okay, the practice is there in Author. Okay, please do that. Okay, and try to, if you are using your mobile phone, for example, make sure the setting is correct. Okay, you know what happened. Okay, when because I cannot embed the audio into the Google form, and then you can play just like video. Okay, so you have to tap on the link, the audio link, and usually the audio link. Okay, there will be a pop up, another window perhaps. Okay, depending on your mobile phone, and then you will have to listen to that audio. Okay, and then at the same time you have to go back to the Google form and answer the questions there. All right. So the practice is very good for you. Okay. If you have, some problems, you encounter some problems on that technical part. Okay. You have to rectify as soon as possible, so that next week you know what to expect. All right. Okay. So far we have spend about 50 minutes. Okay, 50 minutes talking on my own. Nobody is in front of me except for 20 students. I do not know where are they. Okay, in your hometown. Some of you in Bistari. Okay, some of you, I mean, most of you with your family members right now at home. All right. Okay, and if anything, okay, if you don't want to ask me here, okay, you can ask me in through our WhatsApp group. Okay, let me check our WhatsApp group. Is there any new? Okay, yeah, no new messages from the group. All right, meaning everything is clear. Okay, you can understand everything very well. All right, so it seems there's no question here. All right, okay. So okay, so I'm done with the task. Okay, things that I want to do this morning. Okay, I've already discussed on the shared with you the different tips, 7 tips on how to improve your listening comprehension, and then I've already talked about the test. Okay, so before I end, okay, just remember that we are now under RMCO, that is Recovery Movement Control Order, or in Bahasa Melayu, it is called SPKPP until 31st August. Okay, Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan pemulihan recovery. Okay. Uh, so please follow the SOP, standard operating procedure. Okay. Keep your social distance, okay, at least 1 meter if you go to the mall, okay, and so on. Okay. And please wear face mask if possible, although it is not compulsory if not mistaken. But if you have symptoms, okay, you have okay to wear that. All right. And also there's one, yeah, avoid 3C. Okay, avoid 3C, crowded places. Okay, if possible, if you see the so many people in that place, okay, don't go there. Okay, so avoid crowded places. Confined spaces, okay, very small space, okay, even 5 people, they are already crowded. Okay, the confined spaces, small, okay, no ventilation and so on. Okay, see my background is very cozy, right? Okay, choose something like this if possible, or should be outdoor. Okay, and if you have conversation, avoid close conversation, meaning maintain our distance of at least 1 meter. All right. Okay. And finally, right. If you like my video, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, okay, and perhaps share with other people who can benefit from my video. Okay, that's it, guys. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much, okay, for joining my class. Okay, today, okay, is there any question? Okay, thank you, doctor. Thank you. All right. Okay. Uh, stay safe. Okay. What else? Be ready for your exams. Okay, all the best for your final exam, for your presentations, for your whatever. Okay, as students, okay, I know that okay you have sleepless nights completing assignments and so on. Okay, now you can go back to sleep. All right, thank you very much once again. Assalamualaikum and bye bye. Bye bye.